Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got the Jeffree Star Alien and Holiday collection to share with you. So I do have the palette. I also have all 8 shades of Velour liquid lipstick to show you. I'm gonna try all of them on. I might be wearing one right now. I also have one lip scrub to share. So I've got a lot of the collection if you wanna see it in action. I hope you guys will stick around and watch me use this collection and give you my thoughts on it. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe before you go, and let's hit 10,000 by my birthday. We've got just a few weeks before that happens, and I am going to be doing a really big giveaway once we hit it, so don't forget to subscribe and also turn on notifications so you know when that giveaway goes up. And I just appreciate you guys watching. If you do enjoy, please leave me a thumbs up, and let's jump right into the video. So let's jump into the palette. First you have the box, which has this reflective design, kind of looks like a galaxy or something. I love the font. It looks very unique. It kind of reminds me of like Atari or something like that. Literally the size of my head. No lie, it is the size of my head. Here is what the outside looks like. Look at it. Ugh. I even love the attention to detail on the back. Look at this little rocket ship, that's so cute. And these are like a 3D kind of domed effect on the eyes as well. So it looks kind of like just a clear dome, and it's got black underneath, but it kind of gives this like mirrored, creepy, very like extraterrestrial look to it. So I'm digging that. You do get a really big mirror. I'll kind of show you that there. So the mirror is a pretty good size. Can definitely use this to see what I am doing very easily. And then you get the most interesting arrangement of colors. I love seeing something that's truly different and doesn't look like everything else that you've seen. And I can honestly say I've not seen a palette that looks like this with all the greens and the grays. You get a really good mixture of mattes. I'm kind of like pointing those out. You get a lot of mattes. You get several shimmers, but they look very unique. So you obviously get some like regular type of shades in here that are just going to be kind of useful, but then you get these really fun greens. I love this slate gray. I love this weird taupe gray here, which is called X-Files. I'm gonna start off by using products on my eyes, and then we will swatch everything afterwards that I have not used. So let's do that. I am really excited. I just wanna dive right in. I have primed my lids with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, so I'm going to grab a brush and dive right in. First, I'm gonna start with Morphe E30, and I am going to take the shade Titan, which is this one right here. It is a matte, and it looks kind of just like a cream color. Wow, there was a little bit of kickback, but look how coated my brush is. I'm gonna lay a little bit of a base on and then kind of go from there just to make things nice and easy to blend. I really did a nice job of like canceling all the veining and things that I have in my lids, because I use a very light coat of the paint pot, and sometimes even through that you can see some of that. We're going to come in a little bit closer, and I'm going to grab now the Morphe E13, which is still pretty fluffy, but it's a little bit smaller. I'm having to like really think about what I'm doing here because I want to try everything. I want to try every color. So let me calm down. I think I'm going to go with Gravity. I definitely want to use some greens, and I feel like if I go with Phone Home, I might be a little less apt to use a lot of green. So I want to go in with this as a really good transition. I went ahead and started creating a little shape there so that we don't stop too short. So far these are blending like a dream. This is just 2 shades in, but it's very reminiscent of the quality of the Blood Sugar palette. So I'm gonna grab my trusty Morphe E17, one of my all-time favorite brushes, and I'm going to go in with Flying Saucer. So we're gonna go hard in with some color. I'm hoping that this is gonna be really pigmented and not kind of mix and blend with the other shade too much. I want it to be like, bam. So we're gonna see. Okay, that is a start. I'm not done blending here. I just want to kind of match and then take a look and see what direction I want to go in after this. I'm going to take Ghost OG right here, which looks like a really dark gray. I'm using on the same brush. I just kind of cleaned the brush off, and I'm going to deepen this outer bit right here. I'm going to go little by little adding this. Now I'm going to take a little black hole and darken the outer crease. And then a little bit more Ghost OG just to blend. So I've already kind of blended my crease and everything, but I want to go a little higher, and I kind of want to try this X-Files shade. I would normally go in with like another color over top, but we're just gonna see what happens. So on the back of my hand, I'm going to mix a bit of Tarte Shape Tape, and then I'm going to squeeze a little bit of NYX Glitter Glue. It's gonna be a really sticky, tacky base for me to play with some shimmer. And this is just a little Wet n Wild concealer brush. Ooh, I'm torn. I'm really torn, but I think I'm gonna take UFO. I like Moon Rock too, but I think this one will just be a little bit more interesting. Look at these. Here's the other color, Moon Rock, right next to it, just there. That one's interesting. I think I want to try and layer a little bit of that and see what it looks like. Okay, so I did a little bit more to this eye, so I'm going to show you over here what I did. I'm going to take a little bit of Pluto, which looks white, but it's got a really pretty gold kind of shift to it. So you can see there. So I just kind of tuck that right here in the inner corner. Then I took a little bit of the shade Interstellar, which is up here, and this is a really interesting color as well. Let's swatch it next to it. So this one, I can't really even explain. It's got a hint of green. It's so gorgeous. It's almost like a pistachio gold. And I'm putting this in my lower lash line right on the inner and sweeping across. And then I'm going to kind of like go out and go darker. Next I'm taking Tall Gray, which is this like slate gray here. And I'm taking that one just next to the Interstellar and blending. I'm going to take the shade Probe, which is a really funny name. And it is a gorgeous color as well. So at the base of it kind of looks like a chocolate brown if you turn it that way. And then in the light you see all the green shift, but it's a very interesting like bluish green. So it's very different looking. So I'm going right on the outer corner. Okay, so that is my eye look pretty much completed. I really like how it came out. I do like the quality. I feel like there's so many other looks that I want to do with this though, so I feel like almost disappointed that I can't use all the colors in here. So let's swatch a few that I did not get to. You guys saw Pluto, but I'm going to swatch it here. Next we have Titan, which is that first shade that I went into. Alien, which I didn't use. Next is Interstellar. I showed you guys that one as well. Very interesting. Abduction. I also didn't use, like, where was my head when I didn't use every single color in this palette? UFO I used. Gravity I used as a bit of a transition. Martian Soul. I'll definitely be doing a look using that color for sure. Flying Saucer I used in my crease, which you guys saw. It's like a really pretty Kelly type of green. Phone Home, which I also didn't use. Like, why can't I use every color? Moon Rock, tapped a little bit of this over UFO. X-Files, I used just a little bit, but I want to show you guys a bit better. Ghost OG, I used a lot in my outer corners. Area 51 I didn't use, and some people will probably hate me for saying this. This is the shade I don't really care about. I honestly am just not a purple person. Space Cowboy is next, and this looks so interesting. It looks almost like chocolate black brown, and then it's got a really interesting like fleck in it. As it shifts, it has almost this like cherry kind of look. Probe we used just a little bit of, but I want to show you better. Tall Gray I used on my lower lash line, but here's a swatch. And then finally Black Hole, and I do like a good black, and look at the pigment on that one swipe. So there are all the colors in the palette. I have to say I do really enjoy this palette already. I want to use all the colors. I'm really excited to use the shade Alien and the shade Martian Soul really soon in other looks. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like can I use any of those right now? But I can't really. There's not really a way. Alright, now that we are done with the palette that I already love. Sorry guys, I do. I don't think that everybody in the world needs this palette. If you're like me and you love color and you love weird color, sure, this is going to be a great palette for you. But for a lot of like normal people who don't wear a lot of makeup or kind of just do the neutral thing, this is probably not going to be for you, to be honest. I would save your money unless you're someone who really thinks you're going to use these shades. If you are someone who would use them, you will really enjoy this. I think that's the palette. And now it's time for lips. So I do have one lip scrub. I got the pumpkin pie version. I definitely need to use some. My skin is so dry and my lips get kind of crusty. So it's velour lip scrub in pumpkin pie. So cute. And I am loving the packaging on the lip products. It's got like this little shimmer to it. I don't even know how well you're going to be able to see that. So hopefully you were able to get a little glimpse of what that looks like. Definitely tastes like some pumpkin spice. Okay, my lips already feel better. I'm about to ruin them though. So it is time to try on all of these amazing liquid lipsticks. So they are the Velour liquid lips, and this formula is definitely one of my all-time favorites. I do feel like it wears so comfortably and for so long. It's going to be trying all of these on though that are going to cause the issues. So yeah, we're just going to deal with it. We're going to jump right in. I'm going to use a lot of lip mask later on tonight. So I have all 8 shades to share with you. So we are going to swatch these, and I'm going to start by just taking one at a time. I'm going to try them on and then swatch them. So let's start with the shade Can't Relate. The packaging on this again is so pretty. It's got like this beautiful shimmer in it, and it does kind of appear glittery all over. That is not the color inside the tube. The glitter is throughout the packaging, but I love the white and I love the glitter. So very pretty. Like, I want this on everything. So let's go ahead and try on Can't Relate. So this color is really pretty. I like it because, at least on my skin tone, it's like just dark enough. I feel like any lighter than this just washes me out, but it's got just enough color, and it's kind of like this nudish pink, but it's not too peachy. So I really like that. It just has like this pink with a bit of like tan in it, but it doesn't go warm and peachy. So I really like that aspect, because a lot of them that are like those pinky nudes on my skin tone look really peach, and I'm not so much into that. So this is really pretty. I am very happy with this one. Next, I'm going to go with the shade Clout, which looks like it's kind of lavenderish. I can't remember offhand exactly what they look like. So this is Clout in the packaging. Let's put on Clout. So I have to say, normally most metallic lips I am not a huge fan of, and it's usually the formula. It's either very dry, or it kind of wants to like break apart, or it shows all the lines in the lips. So far I like this one. I do think it's gonna show like the lining. So while they look really flattering on someone who's got like great lip injections, and no hate there, no hate at all, because your girl would like a little bit, but anyway, on a normal lip it just doesn't look that flattering to me. I do, however, like the color more than I thought, and I will try to wear this later on a little bit longer and see how it goes, and maybe use like a lip liner and put this in the center, maybe, you know, gonna do a little ombre with it. So we're gonna see how it looks. I like it more than I expected, but metallics are just not my favorite formula, and I love the matte so much. So this one's probably not going to be my all-time favorite, but there is the shade Clout. This shade I'm really excited about, and it's a very different color, even for me when I like a lot of color. So I don't know if I'm going to love it as much as I hope I do, but I'm really excited to have it. So it is the shade Karma, which is like this army green, and I love army green so much. I just think it's very pretty. So we are gonna see how this comes out. Okay, so I actually do like the color a lot. I was having trouble kind of layering where I had a little bit of patchiness. I feel like once it dries, it won't be an issue, so I'm trying not to like press my lips together too much. It's still in the process of drying down. So you can see there's a little bit of like missing product to my top lip there where it kind of wants to grasp. So I don't know, I might have to let one layer dry because it doesn't look opaque now. Like the more you do it, the more trouble it makes. So yeah, I may have to just like apply it and then let it dry without pressing my lips together. I am happy with the color, and I'm sure that making green lipstick is not one of those like formulas that works out really well every time, because it's not a popular color to make. So I'm pretty happy with it considering, and I will just see how the formula does long term, but I do like the color a lot. So there is Karma. Now we're gonna go to the shade Hi, How Are Ya? So we're gonna see what this baby looks like. And there's one red I'm really excited about, but I can't remember. These both look kind of reddish. I can't remember which is which, but there's one that has like this little fleck of shimmer or glitter in it. Packaging again, just beautiful. The glitter looks so pretty against the red as well. So let's try on Hi, How Are Ya? I love this color, and I don't think it's gonna do it justice. I'm gonna zoom in so hopefully you can see it. So that is Hi, How Are Ya? The next shade is called Scandal, and it looks like it's going to be kind of a pinkish purple. Let's open her up. That is Scandal. That is Scandal. It's really pretty. I do like this color a lot, and it's also another one that has a very soft kind of shimmer fleck into it, and I am living for it. That is Scandal. This formula also feels really thin, which I love. All right, we've got 3 more shades, so which one should I do? The next one is YSOTP. So there is YSOTP. That's really pretty actually, and I know that's gonna be definitely out of some people's comfort zone, but I'm not mad at it. I did not do that good of a job lining this out, knowing that I'm about to have to take that off, but I will definitely have to give this a try, maybe with a more subdued eye, and put this on as like this statement and just try it out. It's got a little sheen to it, but it feels more like just a regular matte formula. It doesn't feel like your typical metallic where it just feels like it's gonna crumble when it dries down. This one actually feels really nice, just matte, but it's got this nice little sheen to it, and it's not coming apart and grabbing as much as the green did, the Karma. So yeah, I'm liking this so far. All right, we're getting to the very stained lip portion of the evening, but we've got just 2 colors to go. So I'm going to go with the shade Triggered, which looks like a really dark chocolatey, I don't know. We're gonna find out, but this is what Triggered looks like, and let's try it on. Okay, so call me crazy, I really like this color. There's something to me about it's not quite black. Like, I don't think that black is flattering on me per se, but something that's really dark but then has like this little black cherry, just a hint of red or like a deep berry in it, and that's what this is. This is literally, from a distance you'd probably think it was black, and then you get up close and you're like, oh, and it has this little tiny golden fleck in it. It's not even big enough to call it glitter, but it's like a super tiny fleck of glitter. Oh, remind me to never do matte lip swatches in the winter again. My lips are like, why are you doing this? So we've got 1 shade left, and then after this, I swear to God, I'm taking all this makeup off and I'm gonna slather my lips with stuff. So we're gonna dive into the very last shade. It is Jeffree Who. And if you don't know that reference, it's a little messy, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm excited about this color. So that is what it looks like right there, packaging. So there is the last shade called Jeffree Who, and I have to say I really, really like this. It's somehow in between red and pink, but it still looks really different. I don't know what it is, and excuse my lips, I have overlined them to the maximum to hide the fact that my lips are ridiculous from all the applying and removing and all of that, so excuse that factor. I wouldn't normally overline this much. I would like for my lips to be this big though, just not where you could clearly tell that I had overlined. So this color I really like. I have to say that I'm really excited about most of the liquid lips. I'm probably least excited about Clout. I think I will still wear it, but I think it's going to be one of those like metallics that just don't live up to the hype. And I really, really love the matte formula. Like this one here looks so pretty. It's comfortable on the lips. I know I'm going to wear it. Everything else was really good. Even the couple that had like the shimmers in them, and even like the deep blue looked a little bit metallic. It was still really comfortable and felt like a matte. So that's amazing. I'm really excited about that fact. I'm definitely going to get a ton of use out of the palette as well as the lip scrub, and I think it was well worth it to get the bundle of the lips because it saved me more than just like one lip. It saved me like the price of like two, I think, something along those lines. So it was still worth it to me because I got all the shades I wanted and was able to show you guys every shade in action so that you know what you might like after seeing it on. And definitely be sure to leave me a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. If you got some use out of the palette look or the lip swatches or anything like that, I definitely need to play with more color in this palette. I feel like I did a more normal eye look than what the palette really allowed for because there was a lot of room to kind of play and create, and I feel like I fell short on that a little bit. Am I nitpicking and just really wishing that I had used all the colors? Probably. I just want to, just for funsies, put on Abduction.
Now why didn't I do that to begin with?
Alright, that's really it. What am I doing? I just want to use all the colors. Alright guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that we can get to our 10K and have a really fun giveaway. And that would be a great birthday and Christmas present to me. But you guys give me love every day and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
If I wasn't about to take this off right now, I would be so happy with how dark and rich this is. But the fact that I'm about to take it off makes it difficult. My lips are literally like, why the hell are you doing this?